first of all, just talk about what you've got as a character. Then can you do that?
So let's. What am I doing?
Wow.
So here you can see he's got shine. I took a shine potion, which basically means your character emits light, so you don't always need to have. If you're just doing exploring, digging down into the depths, or whatever, it will kind of light your way, so you're not constantly having to place torches or throwing glow sticks. So adamantite is one of the rarer materials later in the game. So there you can see he's got a full set of that armour, but is wearing meteor rock helmet and suit because he likes the look of it.
Because it looks pretty rad.
Yeah, and you've got Spectre boots that let you run fast, Hermes boots let you run super fast, bit defense, got the ability to swim, so that means you won't just sink down in water, and then the rocket boots, which do exactly what they say on the tin.
Excellent.
So if I just show you as an example, so as I said, the map we were on for the tutorial is probably about a quarter the size of one of our small maps.
Okay.
This is one of our small maps, and this is at full zoom.
Right. So
we've got one of our dungeon areas here, which I dropped into just before you arrived. First enemy killed me with one hit.
Nice.
So you need super high level gear for there.
So it isn't just the same enemies over and over again.
So here you can see the house that we built. The little pulsing head is your character, and the static ones are all the NPCs. So going back to what we showed earlier with the rocket boots in effect. Each NPC has their little room, minimum 6x10 with a table chair and a light source.
Cool.
So you've got Lucas, who's your guide, who you can ask him about crafting. You've got the lovely Hannah, who's a nurse, and if you need help, she'll heal you. You see, I don't give happy endings.
Oh, damn.
So you can buy all sorts of ingredients from her. Is that Tanya? So this guy sells you all sorts of mining bits and pieces.
So and they'll just randomly spawn. You don't know what you'll get next.
They basically come in at set points. So as you reach certain levels.
Okay.
So I think one of the first ones, like as soon as you've got X amount of gold, they'll appear into the world and they'll just wander around until you build a house for them.
Gotcha. And how's the player notified that
you'll see them wandering around? They'll show up on the mini map.
Okay.
So it just shows you how high you can go if you're so inclined. And you also notice that gravity becomes lessened as you get higher up. But we can just drop straight down out of here. So this is an example of some lateral space. So there's a little island up in the sky with goodies hidden in it.
Oh wow, so that was actually just
that's procedurally generated by the game.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's just as soon as you get the ability to jet boot or anything like that,
you can find
you go looking around. You're like, oh, okay, well, I can't get all the way up to that, but I can build a dirty great tower on the top of my house that lets me get up to it.
A big old chimney.
And again, you could just fast drop off that platform and use your jet boots to save yourself if you wanted to.
And he's made himself a swimming pool.
Yeah, so this is actually a way of spawning goldfish. And the reason you spawn goldfish is if you kill them, they become consumable items.
Okay.
And because the water's flowing out the door. So that water, lava, sand, things like that all flow.
Okay, yeah.
So turn that off.
Oh, brilliant.
And flowing water actually has a really important use in the game. So if I boot over here, so you can place signs and you can edit what they say.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to kind of give yourself a little hint.
Yeah.
So it's this way to hell. Handily, this path is we've lit the path that actually takes you to hell versus all the random side paths that. So that's one of the first little beasties you encounter on the ground, which when you first run into them, they're a pain in the arse.
Yeah.
But with the level of character we've got here, it's literally one hit from the flaming broadsword. So you can see that's the water that I released.
Yeah.
So that's running down and down. And what will happen? You see, as soon as I go into it, I start needing breath. But that will basically just follow its natural course.
Blimey. Big old sword.
Say that to all the boys. So this will just flow with gravity straight down, and it should tap out. And piranhas have randomly appeared. And it'll just keep flowing.
And the weapons as well, procedurally generated.
No, you create them.
Oh, okay.
You craft everything in this game. You're not really given anything. And what I'm trying to show. Right, so when water hits lava, it creates this crust on the top.
Okay.
So that's where you often want to. You can later on you can build like directional pumps and valves and that kind of stuff. So you can basically, as you had in the top there where the goldfish were spawning, you can control what way the water goes. So if you wanted to get across a particular area of lava, you'd work your way back up, find a body of water, mine back down, so that water then hits that lava, so you can get across it.
So dig in a completely. Wow, that's pretty
Blows your
hardcore.
mind.
Yeah. And is there a literal cut-off point?
Yeah, that's as far down.
Okay.
So when you get to hell, that's as far as you can go.
Yeah.
But there's basically all this black here is unexplored.
Okay.
And as I say,
so hell can get worse.
This could have been easily 50 hours. And that's just if you were digging straight down. So what I was going to show you was once you find the suspicious looking eye dotted around, that's actually a consumable item.
Okay. Does it make you look suspicious?
Actually, I might just take a goldfish to regenerate my health a little bit. Because it's night time, if I consume a suspicious looking eye, it summons one of our lesser bosses.
Okay. That is proper creepy. Oh wow, that is a genuine classic boss, isn't it?
It was like back in the day.
Use a bit of flamethrower.
Blown you away.
Yeah.
Just love the fact that you can even craft a flamethrower.
That is brilliant. That is proper creepy.
Oh, it's because you get there's much bigger eyes of Cthulhu later on, like twins as well. The twin eyes of Cthulhu. I've seen a video of someone doing that. It's actually mental.
You've got things like
Oh god, the eyes just can't.
laser swords that may or may not look a bit like lightsabers.
Okay.
But yeah,
do the enemies just get harder and harder and harder, or is there a cut-off point?
there are a set number of bosses, but
Okay.
they're all summoned. They don't. None of them come as a result
Okay,
of
like you're
progression.
away, there's a massive dragon or something.
The only time you're basically anything that you encounter whilst exploring is going to be low level stuff.
Okay.
Everything else is summoned. So what I was trying to do just before you got here was find a voodoo demon floating around, so that I could find a voodoo doll. If you throw a voodoo doll into lava, it summons the wall of flesh, as Gary was talking about. But yeah, everything else is summoned. So yeah, Chulu is quite a basic one. It's just eat the suspicious looking eye at night. But then certain things can only be summoned during a blood moon.